Making coffee and just waiting for the frost to melt off of the tent. And for my fingers to be able to, function here. So my parents are, among other things, bringing a new Nemo switchback pad for me because this one's pretty beat up and collapsed. And that seems to be good timing because this was the first night where I could actually feel the cold coming up through the pad. That is unfortunate. Hopefully the new foam is enough to insulate me because otherwise I'm going to have to switch from an air mattress. I just can't sleep for long stretches here, feeling cold radiating up through the sleeping bag like that. But I hate bringing an air mattress. I pop them. They're a pain in the butt to set up and take down. Comfortable though, and warm. The biggest thing stopping me from a little more efficient starts in the morning really is the video editing. It is getting increasingly hard to be up before dawn editing just because my fingers can't stay warm enough. When I was getting up pre-dawn in the basin, I actually didn't edit the videos right away. But problem is, if I get behind at all, it gets very hard to catch up. For all the work, the videos are totally worth it. It is the best thing I've found as far as having something I can go back to later and kind of recapture the feel of being out here. So today is just a partial day. I am hiking down to the Twin Lakes area. My parents are driving in from Kansas City. They rented a cabin, so we're going to get to visit, and I'm going to use that as my hotel night this week, doing laundry and all of that. Also, they were able to bring a few gear swaps and replacements for me since the mail drops have been getting a little problematic lately. I basically have about 12 miles until I get to the road around Twin Lake, so they can grab me anytime after that. We are going to be in Twin Lake, so it sounds like things are a little limited. Just a single restaurant option. So the gooey hot nachos I've been dreaming of, I'm not going to get those. Except my parents being my parents, they have already let me know they brought all sorts of stuff. So we're going to be able to cook and probably stuff me up to the gills, which I'm grateful for because my hunger has come back in this last section and I'm still just eating bars and everything. So I have really been craving some real food. Other than the bitter cold, per the forecast, weather may be coming in tonight. That was another reason I had them come out and meet me here. Basically, I can avoid the rain and not have an iced up tent in the morning. And then plan is to get moving tomorrow and probably mid to late morning. Monarch Pass and Salida are kind of the closest the trail comes to where my parents live. So I will see them again at that point. They're going to help me resupply there, and that'll be nice. This is the first time I've been through hiking close enough where they could come and visit me, so they're kind of excited. As near as I can tell, for the immediate next couple of days, it's going to continue to be cold and clear-ish. I say ish because precipitation seems to come out of nowhere up here. Life in the mountains and all that. So that's the Colorado State High Point, which I would totally be in favor of doing again if I hadn't had this delay. Looks like you can see part of the trail going up. But, oh well. There is also a storm coming in today, so probably not the best time to be up at 14,000 something. The weather forecasts aren't super reliable, but off and on it's talked about rain or snow today. So in addition to the cold weather gear I'm swapping to and a few replacements for worn items like my sleeping pad, this will be hopefully the last episode using my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I get the new one every year since I use it so heavily and the battery degrades with all my charging and discharging. Well, that's the high point. Oh well. I'm having to come to terms with the fact that I really need to get through Colorado due to the time, so no side trips like that. And there's places like Twin Lake, which has a 10-mile loop around the lake next to the road. I'm probably going to take the shortcut straight through town. It is probably easy hiking, but it's one thing if it's trail in the backcountry. I'll spend extra time there, but just paralleling a road, looping around the lake, that'll cost me half a day. And I still got a lot of weather to get through here. Well, I just got sight of Twin Lake. So that's Twin Lake, and like I mentioned, the red line actually goes out and around the far side of the lake. There is a way to get more straight line through this side, goes through the town. And considering my COVID time deficit here, I don't really see the point in walking around the lake. So this will cut out about 10 miles of mostly walking along the road. And I'm guessing that is Twin Lake. And looked like my parents found me. Since the Twin Lake restaurant didn't open for a few hours, we went over to Leadville to eat and then came back to Twin Lake where we settled into the cabin and had a nice visit.